said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. One over the middle. It's crease corn. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back.
And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
This is a long day. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football. Right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And third down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
Well, jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a crease. It's White. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in. Because this passing attack, it's lethal. Because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's White. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the toss. Finds a little space. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Working that left side now. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throwing right. It's caught. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Haynes. Under fire. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The hand to the running back. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll ride the hot hand.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Wolverines will move the sticks with the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Sure hands, it's Smith. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Here's the pressure. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's strong. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Going up top again. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one splits the uprights. Now a two-possession game at 24-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time he's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
To the air on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
The give out of the gun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And it's it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Good enough.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Smith. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. To the air, it's Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead. Multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. To the end zone, and is picked off. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Right down the middle. He's got it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Got enough for the first. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their days go, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him.
Oh, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always... swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're still firing away even with this lead. Slides away. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights.